Here at Thomson's Trail, we have 34 hectares under grape. The total property size is 38 hectares, including the house site, the gardens, as well as the overall package of the vineyard, the dam, the winery site. We have approximately 40% Sauvignon Blanc planted, 45% Pinot Noir, 5% Riesling, 5% Pinot Gris, and 5% Syrah. Our brand is Thomson's Trail. What we try to do here is wines to be consumed with food. So they're more food-driven wines rather than being, ready to drink by the dozen, if you like. The organic side of it is something that we're very proud of. We have come from a farming background in Scotland. We have this opportunity in a wonderful country with fantastic climate, a lot more conducive to organics than Scotland. And so in 2007, we converted to organics. We're under registration with BioGrow. We look at the organics and the biodynamic side of it as being really the only sustainable way of farming without chemicals. We still use a lot of the inputs that conventional farmers use that are organic, lime, potash, all these little things like this, trace elements that farmers use plentiful. Nitrogen is our only one, but we have crops, clovers and things like that for nitrogen for us. So organics, really, we look at it as being very, very exciting, and I think a great way of helping to start reducing the damage that we've done on the environment around the world. What I think has been so fantastic is the response that we've had from our other staff as well, supervisors, tractor drivers. They all recycle stuff now. It's had a great physical and emotional change, if you like, to the people around us. And it's something they're very proud of. One of the things we noticed when we first moved here is because it was all paddock, there was very little bird life. And so to try and bring back some of that bird life, especially, the wonderful tuis, bellbirds and things like that, we decided that the bank below the house, we would turn into a native jungle, if you like. And so we've got about 1.5 hectares, maybe 2 hectares of bank. We've planted about 2/3 of the bank at the moment, with about 1,500 native trees on it. And we've just bought another 6 hectares of land. That's going to be our biodynamic centre. The terrace follows through into that paddock as well, which is about another probably 1/2 hectare. And into that we'll do continue the native plantings along. One of the interesting things too is to intersperse ratas through it, seedling ratas, and that will be done during the winter this year. We also ran the dam and the winery are taking on we've just taken on a big planting program of flaxes and other native trees around the dam to soften the impact of the tractor sheds and the winery, and to try and make it blend in, make it as natural as possible, and to bring into our working environment animal life and bird life. Part of the driver to go organics was water usage. Part of the organic scheme is obviously to build up your soil's natural immunity with microbes, various other things, humic acids, all the things that drive the soil and the plants. Part of that is producing organic matter for these bacteria and fungi and microbes to live in. Our aim with the use of the organics and inter-row crops down the rows is to build up those organic matters so that we can reduce the irrigation needs that we require. And of course, one of the things as well, which is very important to us, is our new winery that's being built at the moment. The winery not only is being built of the most up-to-date environmental refrigeration products, but the water that we use in it, which is obviously quite a bit, is then recirculated through a wastewater treatment plant. And then the bank that we have below the house with the natives on We use that bank as an irrigation field. All of the waste that we produce, we try and recirculate and reuse. And so for us in the organics, the whole soil life and the whole structure, the whole life is there in the soil. And so everything we now do, whether it's through the use of fish and seaweed sprays on the grass, onto the soils, onto the vines, it's all done with the pure aim of developing the soil structure into something of superbness. The feeds that we give the soil, the microbes, the inter-row crops that we plant, varying different things in it, vetches and oats and triticales and chicory, lucerne, all of those things in the mixes with different length roots and different sizes of roots give different microbes different chances, different little lift shafts to come up. The vineyard now is becoming a cycle of movement. And I think the key to for us, soil, no more than anything does wine talk of where it's grown.